Hey y'all. I'll give y'all a few minutes to get in here. Are all the live instructions from last night going to be on Kajabi? Yes, they are. How are y'all doing? I don't know why it doesn't show me if anybody has joined. That's weird, isn't it? Let's go see if I can tell. Okay. Okay, now it's starting to show. You couldn't get into the live yesterday at all? Yeah, don't worry. It's going to be, all of it is going to be on, gosh, now I hate that it shows that little thing on my eyeglasses. It's going to be all on Kajabi and, oh, it timed out every time you try. That's weird. Yeah, so don't worry about it. We're going to have, it's all going to be up. I want to tell y'all, it's funny. I was going through the calculator today to update it for what we did yesterday. Do you know how many bows we made? Y'all, we made 42 bows. Can you believe that? That's a lot of stinking bows. 42 bows. Okay. So we'll give everybody a couple minutes and then we'll get started. And I will definitely put this on as well. So you'll get to see the walkthrough again later. It's crazy, isn't it? Okay, baby. My hands are actually fine today, but we used the bow maker a lot, so that helps. Huh, Bella? Hello, how are you today? Isn't this a cool system? So it's kind of like Zoom, except you can only see me. Yeah. Yeah, it does help a lot. Helps me a lot for sure. Okay, so let's see, what time is it? I guess let's get started. Okay, so I'm gonna share my screen, and then we're gonna kind of go through what the calculator looks like, what each of the pages are. I would say I have a few ready, but guess where the let's see, do I still have that up? No. Okay. Let me see. Guess where the bow is? The stairway bow is. It's on my stairway. Yep, look at this. Okay. There's my bow. That's my stairway. Yeah, my mom called me and said, you need to bring that one home. Okay. Yeah, it's at my house. And our stairway, it has another one at the top. So she now wants a second one. So she wants a second bow for the top of the stairs. So I guess we'll be making one of those. But okay, so let's go through our calculator. All right. Make this larger so we can see it. I want to be able to see y'all and the thing at the same time. There we go. Okay, now. All right, so it is, she does like everything. There's a few things she hasn't liked, but it hasn't been very many. So I have a list of all of the bows that we did during the class. There are a couple that we did both on the bow maker and by hand, and I didn't list that just because it's the exact same formula. It's just one's bow, one's hand. But you can see here, there are 40 here. And the majority of these are just the one, like either one where we did with the bow maker or one where we did with the hand. I tried to lay out the ones that we did by hand. So this is just the list so that when we get it, now when it first goes in to Kajabi, the lives that we did, like the 5 lives that we did, they're going to be lumped together. But I'm going to be working on, through December, I'll be working on splitting all those out and labeling each one. So I think it's going to be good that you're going to have the list, because then you can kind of go back and look. All right. Here's the first calculator. This is just a calculator that you can use anytime you want to know how much ribbon a bow is going to take. So this one at the top is a simple bow. So let's say you're going to make a 9-loop bow and you can name it. So in these little boxes that have the little, what do you call it? The little box around it. That's where you can put your information. So you put the number of loops, and this is what's important. If you're going to do a 3-2-1 bow, you would count the loops on each side of your bow. But for this instance, for the simple bow, we can say we have 9 loops because it's a 9-loop bow. All the loops were 6 inches. It's going to tell you how many inches it uses and how many yards it uses. Okay, and then you can, of course, take this out. This one down here is for multiple. So if we were going to do the 3-2-1 bow, it'll do up to 14 layers, and it's going to calculate it all. So let's say we do 6 loops on the first one. They're all 6 inches, right? So 3 on one side, 3 on the other side. Then there's 2. That's at 6 inches. Well, yeah, 2 loops, and then 1 loop on each side, 6 inches. So if you come down here to the bottom, it's going to tell you the total number of inches and yards. All right, so it's going to calculate everything for you, but you can see you don't have to use all of these. It's just there in case you're doing a bow that has a lot of different layers in it. Okay, so that's how those work. Anything that's in a gray area, you're not going to be able to change. That's where the calculations are. All right. Okay, this is all of the bows that we did with the formulas. You can print these out. I did go back and change that, didn't I? Let's just see. I think I did. If I didn't, yeah, they're printable. See? There you go. Everything is printable. I thought I did. Okay, so it's going to tell you the bow type, And then the formula is down here. It's set out by layer. Okay, so like the Lisa bow has 4 layers, right? And when I say layer, what I'm talking about is if you do a 3-2-1 bow, that's 3 layers. If you do a terry bow that has 5 ribbons and you only do 1 of each ribbon, even if you do 2 of each ribbon, that's still only 5 layers. So it tells you how many loops and how much for the tails. If I split it out specifically, I'll tell you the size of the ribbon. So see, here's the 3 ribbon bow, 2 loops on each side with 6 inches with one 6-inch tail and one 18-inch tail. And if you do go back and look at the videos, you'll see that this is going to match exactly what we did on the video. It's going to tell you how many inches and how many yards we used in every single bow. So there's a lot of bows in here. But there's like the tree topper bow, the 8 ribbon bow. See, there's the 5 terry. Here's the terry bow with multiple layers, and here's the terry bow with single layers. The 9 ribbon bow, 10 ribbon bow. See, here's the funky bow, that hobo we did, the velvet bows. Let's see. This is the over under, the one where we did by hand, where you go over under. Oh, this is the one we did with the deco tubing and the flexible ribbon. Here's the mailbox bow. And here's the stairway bow. So the one I showed y'all a few minutes ago. It's a lot of bow information. I told you that I was going to give you all of it. I meant it. So every single bow we did is in this calculator. Okay, so you're not going to have to, once you kind of understand the bow, you could just use these instructions to remind yourself of what the bows are without having to keep going back and look at the video. All right, now, this has all the information you need to know about the different bows if you were going to go back and do one. If you were going to go back and, let's say you're going to go back and you're going to make the Lisa bow. And you want to know how much that's gonna, I know it's information overload. I am a math nerd, I told you. So this is how this works. If you're going to use one of the bows that we did together, and you're going to use it in the proportions that I showed you, then you go to this video bow calculator, and you can put in the type of bow, right, Lisa bow. All right, let's say that, see, I already gave you one example. All right, so if I did the Lisa bow and I used 50-yard ribbons, I'm going to put the cost of the ribbon with the number of yards in it. So if I'm using, let's say I'm using a $9 ribbon and there's 10 yards in it. So that's going to cost me $1.50 for that little section of the bow. And then I used a 20-yard ribbon that has, or a $20 ribbon that has 50 yards. And then I used a $5 ribbon that has 5 yards. And I used a $10 ribbon that has 10 yards. So it's going to tell you how many ribbon in yard, how much ribbon in yard, and how much that ribbon cost you. So you can bring this over here. So it's 6.7 and 5.5. So we had 6.7 and 5.5. We used 6.7. So it's just going to carry that cost over here. Did it take a long time to get on? So once you get this on, are you frozen? That stinks. Once you get this in here, all right, You can add in anything you added into the bow. Like if you added something by the yard, let's say that you added deco tubing, so you can put that in here. It's pretty self-explanatory. It'll tell you how many yards. You put the yards and the price in. It will calculate the cost per yard. You put in how many you used, and it'll put in the price, right? So it puts in the price for you. It's also going to come down here and add it into the total cost. So if you wanted to mark your bow up, if you want to double it, you would put in 200% here, and it's going to tell you, this is if you want to do like a 25% for your labor. Okay, it's going to tell you what you should charge based on any merchant fees you put in there. So this is like if you sell on Etsy or something like that. You can also put in your shipping supplies, your label paper, packaging bubbles, any floral or greenery you put in. You put all that in, it brings the cost down here. So this is how much it cost us to make this bow, $6.50. Okay, we're going to mark it up. You want to start at least 200%. That's doubling your cost. I do highly suggest that you add the 25% for your labor, and then any fees that you're going to have. If it's going to take you a long time to pack it, you can add something in handling fees. And then this is going to tell you what you're going to charge and what your profit's going to be. So everything is laid out for you. It's very easy to use. You can't mess it up because the formulas are frozen. All right, so this is really easy to use. And then this one, if it's a bow that we didn't do together, you just came up with a bow or whatever, then you can come in here and you can just add all the information in yourself, right? So for each ribbon, you would put the total number of yards for the ribbon, the total price, and how much of that you used. So then if you have 6 layers of your bow, and let's say, let's do 50, 20, and you use 6 yards. See how it comes down and it calculates everything for you. So it's very similar to the other one. You can add, this one is for ribbon. This one is for ribbon. This is anything sold by the yard, florals or greenery, and then your shipping supplies. And then you can put your, your markup percentage, right? This is how much you're gonna increase it by. This is any additional, right? So that 25%. This is your merchant fees. So if you're selling, let's say that you're going to sell it in person, and it's going to cost you 3.25% for your merchant fees for taking a credit card. You would want to put that in here. Okay, and then it's going to tell you what you should charge for the bow. If you're going to do a discount, you would put that here. And then it's going to tell you, how much you're going to get after the discount. So this is really important, because if you do decide you're going to do discounts or something like that, you can come up here and you could add that 20% back in. And then you're not really going to lose it. Do you see? So that's why this is super important. This way you're going to know exactly what you're going to charge for your bows. This one here is our normal price calculator. And I threw this in because I think that it's a really good thing to have. We already give this one away for free. This, you can put anything you're making in. So this is single items. So, you know, if you make signs, if you paint wood or whatever, you would put your single items in here. You would put your florals in here. Oh, that's funny. You would put anything that is in volume here. So when I first started, I used to sell bath salts and sugar scrubs, so those come in ounces. This is ribbons or items sold by the yard, and this is shipping supplies. So it's the exact same as the others, it's just that it has different measurements in it, right? So single items, florals, volume, yards, and then packaging. It's always important to make sure that you are putting your packaging in. It's important that you put your fees in because you want to know exactly what it is that's costing you all of that money, because it does cost you money to sell anything. So you want to make sure that you are marking it up so that you take that as part of your cost. Okay, so let's go through like an example. Let's do I love spreadsheets, so it does kind of make me giddy. I know it's really sad, but it does. Let's do one of the tree topper bows. Okay. This velvet tree topper bow right here. So I know this came off a 50-yard bolt. That bolt cost me $22. So that bow, that giant bow, I don't know why this didn't. This giant bow cost me, oh, that one's not calculating right. Why is that one not calculating right? I'll have to fix that one. Let's put it on a different one. Let's see. Where's another tree topper bow? Over here, there's one. Here we go. So $22 for the ribbon, and it was a 50-yard roll. So $2.34. It is calculating it right. It's just not telling me the number of yards. I don't know why. Yeah, it does calculate it right. So that bow actually only cost me $3.27. You like writing it out? Well, I mean, you could print this out and write it out, you know, if you really wanted to. I don't know if I would do that, but yeah. Okay, let's do another example. Let's do one that has a bunch of different ribbons in it. Okay, let's do the stairway bow. So that swirl ribbon, it came in 5 yards, and I believe that was like $8.50 wholesale, y'all. The 3 loops, that was from a 50-yard roll. That was about $20. This one, 50-yard roll. It was more than that. I think it was 24. I know. I don't miss working either, but sometimes I do miss working in my spreadsheets. Okay, so let's see. This was a 50-yard roll as well. Just going to do that. This was not a 50-yard roll. This was like $6.50, and it was 10 yards. Okay. 10 yards. And then the loop on either side, I think we did one that was the 50-yard roll, and then we did one that was the other one. So this giant multi-ribbon stairway bow only cost us $10.70. So people say to me all the time, how can you sell your bows and you only charge $15? Well, I do that because if we go to, let's see, did we do a 3-2-1 bow? We did at some point, didn't we? Let's see if I can find it. Oh, I'll have to put links. Oh, that's what I do. I'm going to go back to this video. This one that says video bow list, and I'm going to hyperlink it to the to this. You do not use sale price. Don't use sale price. You always want to use the retail price. But now, since I buy wholesale, I will just charge a little bit of a higher percentage to make up for that. Let's see. Do we have a 3-2-1? Because that's the bow that I sell for there. Okay. So generally speaking, I make these from 50-yard rolls. So $24 is about what a 50-yard roll cost at retail. There's 50 yards in it. So those bows cost me $2.88. So if we go over here to our price calculator and we say there was 50 yards, it was $24, and we used 6 yards. Cost us $2.88. We didn't do this. Okay. And then I'm going to do 200% for that. I'm going to do 25% for that. So this is my cost. This is my markup. This is the retail price. So you can see that's the profit I make. Now, I charge $15, right? So, let's see. That's actually more than that. I think I do 250% and then 25. 50. That's pretty close. There we go. Okay, so that's my profit on one of those bows. So now you see why I can sell those bows for $15. Because it really only cost me $2.88. Now, if I'm going to ship it, I'm going to charge them shipping. Right? But I would want to put in my package. Okay. Those cost me, I think, like $1.25. Okay. And then the shipping, I would put in handling fees. So if it costs $6.50 to ship it, I would add that in, and that would be the price that it should be with shipping. So you don't want to discount yourself ever. All right. Do y'all understand how it works? Oh, yeah. So I think it's because I was showing it to Casey and she showed it to y'all too quickly. It was not done at that point. So that would be why. I redid one and I put it in the group, but let me actually put links to all of these and then I'll upload it again because that'll make it easy because I can add a hyperlink to these. I have to unlock all the pages though. All right, so if you do not have let's go back over here. Stop sharing. Okay. If you do not have, let me go find y'all. Hold on. If you don't have Excel, there's a couple of options that you can use. There is actually a free program. Okay. And it's called Open Office. Oops. Okay. And it's free. And it will let you download the Open Office for free, and then you are able to use your Excel spreadsheets in that. You can also use Google Drive. Google Drive? No, Google Sheets. Let's see. Where are Sheets? They are also free. I am on. Okay, here's Google Sheets. Hold on. So you'll see that it looks very much like Excel. Okay, so this is what Google Sheets looks like. Okay, and you can upload it and open it right in here, and everything will work. It'll have the tabs and everything. It should work exactly the same. So if you don't have it, if you don't have, Excel, either use Google Sheets or download that Open Office, and you'll be able to use it. It's pretty easy to print it. You just hit the print button and everything should print pretty well. Awesome. So what do y'all think? You like it? It's weird. It's a little weird. This is a new system for me, so what y'all think? Awesome. I'm so glad you like it. I think it will really help you a lot. I really do. A source for learning, tutorials for learning Facebook. What do you need to learn about Facebook, Frankie? Awesome. I know. I know. Well, I usually do my calls at the warehouse now, but I know. Well, you can see all the school books. See them back here? That's the boys' homeschool stuff. It's a lot of information. It is. It sure is. So, awesome. I love it too. I'm happy with the calculator. Yeah, so I'll clean it up a little bit and put those hyperlinks in. You find it hard to find the videos that I produce. Oh, you'll be able to do that. Frankie, just hang on because this next week and a half, Casey's going to be working with the people from Kajabi to see if there's a way that we can make it a little bit easier. So, yep. Yep. You do know, Frankie, that Kajabi has a phone app, right? You can download the phone app. That might be easier for you to find the stuff. Some people find it easier to work on the phone app than they do on the one on the computer. I would try that too and just see. Absolutely. Yep. All right. Do y'all have any questions? Did y'all like it? Did you like the bow master class? I think it went really well. Absolutely. Happy to do it. You had trouble with buffering, so don't worry. This video will be uploaded to Kajabi as well. And we can send out the link to it as well later. Okay, so you might have downloaded one that was an older version. Awesome. I'm so glad you loved it. I got my rustic wire. I think I got mine at Hobby Lobby, but now I get it from Sims. It's not something I've ever thought about carrying, but I could. Yeah. Do y'all know how to navigate through the Kajabi to watch the videos? I think she has them all on there. Let me see. Okay. Now, the price calculator that she has on there is not correct. So if that's what you downloaded, if you downloaded the one that was on Kajabi, that's probably why. Oh, thank you. Okay, just in case you don't know, this is what your class looks like. So once you come in, it has the Black Friday Masterclass, and then this is the calculator where you'll be able to download it. I will put the instructions in there as well. And then these are the bows that I recorded and she uploaded. And then here are the ones that we did live. So there's the ones that we did live. And I will be working on coming in and splitting those out just so that you can kind of find them a little bit easier. Oh, awesome. See, I do think that using your phone to get to Kajabi is a little bit easier than going on the computer. Yep. Frankie, do you have an iPhone? So y'all, if you have an iPhone, it's really great because iPhone will save your passwords. And then if you ever forget, you don't see anything, you don't hear anything, don't worry. It's going to be, we're going to put up the recording. So it saves your passwords. And if you go into your settings for iPhone, there is there's one that says passwords on it, and you can go in there and it'll keep all of your passwords in there. So then if something happens and you lose your password, you can go in and see what it was. Yeah, I think it's so much easier because I think we're all kind of more phone-based now than we are computer-based. So, y'all, you can even get Excel on your phone. You can also get Google Sheets on your phone. So, there's always that option. I think my hair came down. Yep. All right. Well, I am going to download this video and kind of edit it a little bit. And then I'll get this video up so that you can go through the instructions again later, so you'll be able to see how we went through that calculator. I do have videos on Canva. We sure do. We actually, let's see, in our group we did how to do mock-ups on Canva. They do go away after a certain time, but it's not like tomorrow. We did how to edit your pictures in Canva. We did how to make signs in Canva. What else did we do? I feel like I'm missing something else. Yeah, so you have like 60 days in total before it goes away. Enough time to get in there and get the calculator, which still has all the formulas of everything we went through. So, yep. Awesome. Well, I'm glad y'all liked it. So I'll put the instructions up, and oh, don't worry, because this video will be uploaded and y'all will be able to see it. Oh, that's a good question, Frankie. The lifetime option, so we can house them in Kajabi, but we also house them in Vimeo. So we can give you a link to the Vimeo where they are, so that you don't even have to go to Kajabi. Do you know that that's an option for the group? Did you know that, Frankie? I bet you didn't know that. Z, I'm going to get with you on that maybe tomorrow, because that's probably a better solution for Frankie. Yeah. All right. Okay, well, there's a whole list with links to all of the trainings in Vimeo, because all of my trainings go to Vimeo first. You can download the calculator to your computer, or you can also download it to your phone. That is probably a much better option. I don't know why I didn't think about that before. Yeah, so all of our videos and everything is always housed offsite of Facebook, because Facebook has some rules, some interesting rules about that. And honestly, if Facebook were to blow up tomorrow, I'd want to have mine backed up somewhere. So we have them all in Vimeo. iPad, that works. All right. Well, I'm so glad y'all enjoyed it. Did y'all get to watch Susan this afternoon? We were doing our church, so I didn't get to see it. We were doing our Bible study, so. Yep. I didn't get to see if she, I'm sure she went in there. Yep, she did. Okay, good. Awesome. All right, y'all. Well, I will, yeah, she is great. She is one of my designers. She is my only wreath designer in my design group, just she and I. And then everyone else does, either painting or Cricut or something like that. Sublimation. Yeah. Awesome. All right. Well, y'all have a great afternoon. I will see y'all tomorrow. I think we're going to go live and make the snowman with the Dollar Tree frames. I thought that would be fun. So, yep. And y'all do have an option to buy the masterclass forever. So we're using this to create a ebook that we'll just, have out there for everybody. I'm so glad. Awesome. All right. Well, y'all have a great night, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Okay. Thank y'all. Oh, and I'll be adding pictures that I have edited and look a lot better. I took all those pictures in my shadow box and I hadn't edited any of them yet, but so there'll be a better picture for you. All right. Bye, y'all. See y'all later.